Hi guys, this is Kacee. Thank you for tuning in to your daily reading. Today is Saturday, February 20th, 2021. We're going to pull some cards to see what kind of messages that we get from Spirit. This reading is either going to resonate with you or it's not because they're pretty specific. My hopes is that if it doesn't resonate with you, that you do take away something from the message that you can apply to your own situation or circumstances. I personally has resonated with most of the readings from last week, so I'm wondering what Saturday brings to us. Inspire passion. Ooh. Life devoid of passion can be a boring, uninspired blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. Now is a time to reignite your passion and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. Well, that really hits home for a lot of us, that we have been isolated for a very long time. We haven't been doing the things that we normally would that involved our community, whether it was going to class or having your clubs, meeting with your friends and family in person. So this really resonates with me over finding a different outlet for your creativity. YouTube is a beautiful way to do that. A lot of people are on different social media platforms like TikTok and Facebook, and they're posting. A friend of mine is posting all the things that she comes up with in the kitchen. She's a fabulous cook, and now she's posting all these recipes online. I have another friend that's launching a book. So I see that there's a lot of different ways to expand on your creativity. So if you have been stagnant in that and you're used to being out there and giving and expressing and you've had to put that on hold, I believe it's time for us to find a different way to do that until we can all come together again in person and not social distance. And that's really important because, like the card says, you become stagnant, you become boring, you become bored with yourself because you're not showing your creative side. You're not out there doing the things that makes your soul and your heart happy. And then you get into that zone where you just lose that inspiration for that. And it really takes a lot to kind of get back in that room or get back on board with whatever creative outlet you have. I'm shuffling the tarot from the Witch's deck here, and we're going to see how that adds to inspire passion. King of Cups in reverse, the Three of Wands in the upright, the Empress, and the King of Swords. Wow, so you have the King of Cups in the reverse to start off that section, and you end with King of Swords. And in between, Three of Wands and the Empress, very intense energy. Connecting that with the King of Cups in reverse, and that's where you're very unhappy. Your heart is not being fulfilled in whatever you're not doing right now. Something that you had to give up is now crying out to you again. It's like, come on, pick up those tarot cards, get back in the kitchen, go in the garden. Something that you've been neglecting that used to bring you a lot of joy and happiness, you had to stop because of a lot of different situations. But you find a new outlet, like we talked about, the Three of Wands. It's like you see something differently. You see how you can actually connect with your special gift back out there, but in a different way. You're very excited about it with the Empress. You're creating something new. It's going to be very vibrant. It's going to be very fulfilling. And the King of Swords talks about that it gets your mental clarity back. It gets you back in the groove. It really inspires you on so many different levels. It's like your brain is like running on all cylinders and you can't keep up with all the crazy ideas that are popping in your head right now as to how you're going to express this. And you're like super excited, and this is really just the way it's supposed to be. And you're like, why didn't I think about this before? Well, all in divine timing, of course. And sometimes we have to take that quiet time, that time away from the craft in order to become re-inspired with it, because we can get bored with it, especially where we're used to being with other people doing this craft, whether it's music or art. There's always something that we are sharing. So that's where we get our creativity back. You know, and us being in isolation and social distancing and not seeing family and friends, we can lose that spark. Let's go ahead and pull a couple more cards and see how that... Saturday's a great day to do that, if for those that don't work. On Saturdays, Ace of Swords in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, Eight of Wands in reverse. No kidding, guys, 10 of Wands in reverse. Now, I know they're all in reverse. However, when you start with the Ace of Swords in reverse, this talks about how there is a beginning, but you can't put your hands on it yet. You kind of working out the bugs, so to speak. It's not ready for you to kind of jump on and be on that path. The Knight of Wands is telling me that there is slow movement within this particular idea that you've settled on, because over here you had a bunch of ideas. You were like ready to rock and roll, and something got taken away from you that you really had to look at things from a different perspective, which is indicated with the Three of Wands. Then you're coming out with new ideas that are failing, they're not working, something is happening, but you know that your inspiration is lying there somewhere waiting for everything to kick in with the Knight of Wands. You haven't given up yet. Even though it's in the reverse, you haven't given up. You still have that fire, but you don't know where to direct all this energy to. When we have the Eight of Wands in reverse, that's talking about a lot of communication has slowed down. It's not coming in fast and clear and furious and how we want it to be when we start to become inspired. It's slowly, it's one conversation here, one thought there, and it's all muddled and it's not connecting. But the Ten of Wands, guys, in the reverse, love that card, because that is where you get rid of a lot of burdens that was holding you down to get this off the ground. So it's like clearing the space, it's overcoming the hurdles. And once you're able to free yourself from the burden part of the journey, that's when it starts to open up a lot easier, and you get back to that Empress card with that abundance, with that new creativity. And I feel like there's other people that are willing to help, people that have gone through this and know an easier path. The Queen of Swords in reverse, as well as the Fool in reverse. Don't take any unnecessary risks when you're not your mental best, okay? King of Swords in the upright versus the Queen of Swords in reverse. You're going back and forth, and when you're confused or the messages are muddled or you're not sure which path to take, you can take unnecessary risks, and which is going to hinder you, because you're going to have to fix whatever you just did in order to get past it, instead of avoiding that altogether and staying on the right path. If we have a stumbling block, I mean, it is what it is. We all do it. We have to fix what that stumbling block is first, and then we get back on the path. It's not going to stop you. It's just going to delay you. And I've been there, done that. You know, you think that that's the right thing to do. It could be a quick fix. It sounds great, sounds easy. And then in the long run, it's just a huge pain in the ass, and you have to work around it. So avoid any pitfalls by doing something that's maybe too high of a risk. Keep that on a low. I'm also getting that whatever you're doing should have low overhead. So if that resonates with anybody, low overhead is the way to go. Okay, let's see. Ooh, here we go. Eight of Cups. Walking away from the things that don't serve you in the past. And this could be different avenues of trying to get yourself out there, or breaking free from people who are telling you you can't do it. Because you're looking at the moon, you're looking at the stars. Your dreams are far beyond what these people can comprehend if someone is trying to tell you no. Again, keep everything as a low overhead. Keep your investment small, even though the payoff is going to be big, because it's more of a spiritual payoff than a financial payoff. It's a way to get your craft out there, to get your name out there. It's very important that you don't overextend what you have to do this. Oh, wow. The Tower. And that to me, again, is keeping your finances close. There will be a challenge that you're going to have to overcome. If you do an unnecessary risk and you do have your head in the clouds in a negative way, that's where the Tower comes in, and we have to fix the Tower situation before we can move forward. But you will be successful, guys. Love that Six of Wands coming in there on that Tower to let you know that even if you take the wrong choice and it kind of steers you off the path, you're able to get back on the path rather quickly and be successful. If you're able to navigate around this unnecessary risk and hold true to what it is that you want, and know that there's going to be a little work involved. It's not going to be quick and easy, or putting your trust into the right people. Make sure you're in control of whatever it is that's happening, but you will be successful in that as well. So however it manifests for you, because I feel like there's two different ways. Oh, check it out, guys. Six of Pentacles. We love that. That's all about happy families, generosity, people giving and receiving, protecting each other, caring for each other. You know, this is very good. I love this card right here. Working very hard and being a perfectionist with the Eight of Pentacles. And not being greedy when you get to that point. So when you do get to that level where it's coming back and it's paying you back, and karma's coming and giving you what you deserve in the positive, you're so like super elated and happy that you're giving that back to your family, your friends, your community, your loved ones, and you're not being a miser about it. You're not hanging on to it so much, because you've gotten to a place of expansion financially, emotionally, and within your craft, that you are very happy to give of what you can. Two of Wands is also talking about, in the reverse, talking about that there's a new way or a new path to take this, and it's very unclear. You're not really sure which way to go. So again, it kind of brings you back to the beginning, where you have another option to take, and you need to be strong and to speak your truth when you get to that point. Really think long and hard about where you want to be, so that you can stay in this energy right here. It was taken away from you once, but you regain it back, and you get it back with that passion. And there's a lot of loopholes. There's a lot of ups and downs. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be so worth it. Here with the Three of Pentacles, talking about the dedication in the study that you have put into whatever it is that you're doing. You're very good at what you're doing. You just need to find a platform different from what you did before in order to show what it is that you are capable of, what inspires you. Two of Cups coming in, guys. We like that. That's a beautiful pairing of another energy, whether it's a significant other, a best friend, but it's basically a soulmate, someone that's on your path, someone that you can bounce ideas off of. You know, like I had said before, there's going to be people around you. They're going to help you with this new expansion you're looking for. And this is a confirmation that they are coming in, or they're here. We just have to make sure that we listen to what they have to say and kind of negotiate our wants, needs, and boundaries with what they're offering. Wow, look at that. Hangman in reverse. Loving that it's in the reverse, because this is standing on your own 2 feet. This is looking at things from a different perspective. You're not hanging in limbo anymore. It's you're ready to get going. You're ready to take whatever knowledge or what's the word I'm looking for? The connections that you have made in a different way to expand on what you want to do. I love this. Here we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, though, so we have to be careful that we don't lose sight of where our passion is. We stay very strong. We stay very committed. We don't get cranky. She can get very cranky if she doesn't get what she wants when she's in the reverse. We have to be careful of that, because that crankiness will make an opportunity for us to take a risky venture, which we don't want to do. We want to stay tried and true. But with the Hangman, of course, that's where things were in limbo and you really don't know which way to go. When you're in the reverse on the Hangman, you want to go somewhere. We just have to make sure it's the right steps for Saturday, or it's going to cause issues within the family. But there's always a way out. So we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse with the Ten of Cups in the upright. That is trying to balance the financial with the happiness of what's going on. So make sure, like I said, you keep the overhead low because you don't want to upset the finances within the family unit or within your job, or however that resonates with you, with your Ten of Cups, which is your wishes and dreams coming true with a happy family, happy life. There's nothing shady about what's going on with the Seven of Swords in reverse. This is a straight out very good venture as long as you make the right choices. Without the right choices, with Ace of Cups in reverse, will make things a little harder. We'll have to go back from where we started. Don't lose faith with the Star in reverse, because there's another person or a situation or an opportunity coming in with the Knight of Cups. That can also be an apology for some of you. Nine of Cups is, again, everything is coming up roses for you. It works out. So just know that for Saturday, while you're going through whatever ups and downs and challenges and thoughts, and you're going back and forth like 100 times, there are going to be some situations that look too good to be true, and they are. And there's going to be other situations that are going to come in, other people that are true to their word, and that's where you need to put your energies into so that you can collaborate whatever it is for this expansion that you're working on. I really like this reading for Saturday. It's really inspiring, but just make sure that you look at things from both perspectives so you can make a balanced decision. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate all the new subscribers and the likes and the shares. Hope you come back again tomorrow for Sunday. Take care and have a blessed day.